Oh, sorry, we're late, kids. I just got in from the parking lot. Just had to have a virtual cigarette. Good evening, Talking Trashers. Welcome to episode 96. My name is Jim, and I'm a very grateful out-of-win alcoholic.
Hi, Jim.
We got a great show lined up for you tonight.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, they always say better late to a meeting than no meeting at all, right?
Yep. Right.
So tonight we have a special guest. We have Phyllis Glaiber. She just had a little bit of technical difficulty. We got that sorted out. So buckle up and get ready. We're going to go back to Prince Charming. And everybody have a great evening.
Oh, is that me? Am I Prince Charming?
Yeah, you're Prince Charming. I'm Cinderella, man.
Look at the best. I'm eating rice cake. So, I'm starving tonight. I'm an animal. All right, welcome everybody to episode 96 of the Trashing Talk. We're having fun. Things are evolving. Turns down the Ramones. Is that the Ramones?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like Jim said, it's episode 96. We put a lot of work into the show, and we're a family, the four of us. It's crazy. We talk all week. We talk every day, every minute. Sometimes too much, and we just carry it on when we go on the show. It's I don't know. It's natural. It's cool. So it's fun. We're having a good time with that. We are a non-denominational show. And what I mean by that is, we're not AA, we're not NA, we're not Celebrate Recovery, we're not, I don't know, we're not all that stuff. What we are is open to anybody, and we talk to anybody in that way. That's how we connect with people. You can be on Suboxone maintenance. You can be on psych meds, not Xanax or Klonopin, but other stuff.
Damn,
I like Xanax and Klonopin. So it doesn't matter, right? And if you're on Xanax and Klonopin, come on in and we'll help you get off them. Yeah, I'll just say go to the emergency room. Wouldn't really help them. But I just want everybody to know that everybody is invited to our show. Everybody is welcome. If you want to be on the show, email me. I'll put you on the show. You know what I mean?
Email Jim.
Yeah, email Jim, please. I got enough going on.
What's your email address, Jim?
Jim's not.
For shit's sake,
Jim at trash dash
pot. Yeah,
pot.
That
podcast.
.com.
All right,
Jim at dash trash. Hold on, rented lips. Jim at trash-podcast.com. So send those letters in. My inbox feels so lonely.
You're so good now. No, you're not getting any emails.
Well, at least I got my camera fixed before I.
Yeah, that's true. Thank God. Oh my God. That's a Mike Oxy fail. That's what he would do.
My igloo was leaking.
Oh my God.
I drained my igloo.
Is that a real igloo?
Okay. That is a rig.
A rig. You messed up.
That's just my real igloo.
I love when somebody misspeaks and I make fun of them like I'm better than them, but it's not. I'm an idiot too.
Well, we all are.
We're gonna work on cutting me off. I'm gonna I'm gonna advertise this. We are gonna work on cutting Tim off because he talks far too much on this show, and we don't know what we're doing, right? So I'm just filling, I'm just talking to talk. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. I'm not clinical. We're not clinical. we support mental health 100%. I'm huge on mental health. You got drunk and got high for a reason. You self-medicated because you had mental issues, and I know that was my case, and I got them under control, and my life is better now. And I chaired my meeting tonight, and that was the topic I chose. I was like, let's do mental health. Nope, not a great topic. Nobody talked about mental health. I said at the end too. I said that was a bad topic, huh?
Hey, Ronnie.
They all laughed. Hey, buddy boy. You guys are woman. I think that's
Thanks, Ronnie.
We love you too.
Ronnie's
buddy.
my friend. Hey, Ronnie.
We love you too.
We love you.
Let's get him on again in March.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
March.
Hey, look behind me. I have a DeLorean. I have
You have a trash
DeLorean.
talk license plate.
Talk. I got that. I got a Concorde. Look at that.
Lovely.
I've been on a Concorde. Believe it or not.
No way.
Yep, they had it as a display at this thing. It was on a ship in New York City, and it was they had it on display. I don't know how they got it there, but yeah, I got on it. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. So much fun. That thing flies at like 45,000 feet, 900 miles an hour. So yeah, I love the Concorde, and
I thought that was a spaceship.
the kind. as smart as Tommy is, that was the most stupid thing I've ever heard. So anyway, yeah, so I was on that thing, and that was awesome. Supersonic airplane. It's only got 2 rows of seats going down, and if you go into the cockpit, there's a captain's hat wedged in between this 2 things in metal, because when you go up and you do supersonic speed, things split. I don't know. So they stick their hats in there, and then they land and you can't get them out. Whatever. It was still in there. Yeah, I have Back to the Future DeLorean. I have the flux capacitor right there. I have all our AA signs over there. My favorite is Hang In There, the cat thing. I don't know where that came from, but it's funny. So anyway, I got Jim's Regina Pats jersey.
That's
Jim.
That's Tim's.
Oh, that's right. Jim gave me a Pats jersey.
The poster looks like from like an elementary school book fair.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's a book fair.
It is. All right, hold on. Let me get my life together here. Team intros. Who's first? All right, I got. We're gonna intro our team. And everybody knows Kaisa, so we're just gonna get into something fun.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas.
What a good time.
Yeehaw.
I love that.
I like that too.
Yeah, we got Kaisa.
There's an evil doll looking thing.
I like it kind of. You look good as a cowboy.
Yeah, I do. Thank
I
you.
like
Just gotta
that.
get your hat.
Yeah.
Save a horse.
I'm ridiculous with the AI. It's ridiculous with the AI. But I like it because it kind of keeps your anonymity a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not your face on everything.
My face.
So you have a beautiful face, Kaisa. So let's see.
Oh,
Kaisa.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Kaisa has 62 years of age. She bails on sports when she goes to a game. She's got 5 years of sobriety. And she went to see the Houston Dynamo last night, and she left before the miracle happened. Dynamo scored and won nothing. What a riveting game, right?
Yeah.
One nothing. I'd go if the scores were like 3-2 or whatever. Some are like that, but it's usually 1-0. And the 2 Philadelphia Union games I went to 0-0, and I popped a tire on the way home. Terrible. I'll never go again. So yeah. Kaisa's our best friend. She donates everything. Her life is sobriety, and that's why she's successful. She gives back. So we love her. We love her so much.
It works. It works if you work it, folks.
It does.
It works because you work it.
Work it, girl.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh, no.
So, did I say that? I'm sorry. William. Hi, Will. How are you?
I'm
Sir,
wonderful. How are
William.
y'all?
Good. Willie is he's an odd one. He like lives in a trailer out in the middle of the woods. But he's super cool and
It sounds like the Unabomber.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
Hey, you never know.
absolutely. He's got a hoodie. So Will is 42, as am I. He's been sober since 10/18/23. I don't know how many. No, it's like 525, something like that. And he's a Georgia boy. I met him down here. I didn't have many friends. And I always felt like I was gonna leave Georgia, like it's not gonna happen. Now I'm kind of settling in and all that. So, William, we love you so much, and
Love you.
we got a
Love
good
ya.
friend here. Oh, there's me. Okay, well, I forgot what I wanted to. Oh, here he is, Timmy. That's me. It's tricky. I'm a strange one for sure. I can play 3 chords on the guitar. I'm 42, no drugs. I got a year and a half sober, almost 2 years sober.
You love catfish.
And yeah, I'm an acquired taste. I insult people when I'm trying to have fun with them, and I'm sorry, everybody. Jimmy Leibel. Hello.
Jimmy.
He's our boy. He's from Canada. It is cold as ice up there. Holy shit!
It's melting.
What's the temp today, Jimmy?
Okay, so you want Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Oh, Lord.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit, about 42 degrees.
The American
Oh.
version.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
I
So
was raised on both. There you
is
go.
it? Yeah. Is
I
it
can
melting?
sleep real easy.
Is it melting
yeah.
season?
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Melting big
So
time.
disgusting. They have that Maine
Nice
too.
and
It's
mucky. I was
awful.
going to wash my car today.
Yep. All right, ice, baby. Jim is 60. I have a piece of a. I'm okay.
Pardon me?
Get some water.
Yeah,
I got a piece of a rice cake in my throat. I'm good. I'm gonna push through. 3 years.
Mr. Snyder, please.
Tim's dying and I'm laughing.
Yeah.
3 years. I'm surviving.
I'll throw you, Jack.
Yeah,
Could you please perform the Heimlich on your son, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, also the great
He's in
white
my-
north.
He's in my
Holy
will.
shit! I'm okay.
Hey!
This is so organized.
I loved it. What a great intro. 12
Yes,
minutes of
sir.
absolute nonsense. We're going to do the daily refractions real quick.
Oh,
And then
daily refraction?
we're going to get our guest on here. We're excited to have her on.
Yeah.
It's Phyllis Glaiber, and I don't know if I said that right, but she is she's a mother who lost her son, and she's sober. She's all about it, and we're excited to see what she has to bring to the table. So let's read a little daily reflections, and then we'll do our
You bet.
things.
All
Right, daily
Okay, kid.
reflections.
All right. Today is April 6th, lifetime process. And we were having problems with our personal relationships. We couldn't control our emotional natures. We were prey to misery and depression. We couldn't make a living. We had a feeling of uselessness. We were full of fear. We were unhappy. And we couldn't seem to be real. We couldn't be a real help to other people. And that comes from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 52.
Yep.
Okay. These words remind me that I have more problems than alcohol. That alcohol was only a symptom of the more persuasive disease. When I stopped drinking, I began a lifetime of process of recovery from unruly emotions, painful relationships, and unmanageable situations. This process, too, much for most of us, without the help of a higher power and friends in the fellowship. When I began working the steps of the program, many of these tangled threads unraveled, but little by little, the most broken pieces of my life straightened out. One day at a time, almost imperceptibly, I healed. Like a thermostat being turned down, my fears diminished. I began to experience moments of contentment. My emotions became less volatile. I am now, once again, part of the human family. There endeth the lesson, kids. back to
All
Jimmy.
right, Daily
Thanks, Jim.
Reflections.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Jim.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your service. I still have a rice cake stuck in my throat.
Okay.
Daily reflections, yeah. We're never content when we're using. We're never content.
Never.
I never even enjoyed getting high because when I got high, I was thinking about getting high. You know what I mean? So like, I never enjoyed it. I did kind of enjoy injecting cocaine, but that's terrible. Don't ever do that. And I never enjoyed any of it. Like it, and then it turned into me living in a hotel shooting 20 bags of heroin, and like that's where it goes. So it is it's a slip before the fall without a doubt. Here's something funny I want to show everybody. Look at that. It's Roger Waters watering
Robert Plant.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Where'd you get that from, Tim?
I don't know. And just a reminder, guys.
Oh, geez, now we're still pickled.
Here's the thing:
No, yeah, we're still pickled.
cucumbers, right? Pickles are cucumbers first. Once you're pickled, you can't go back to being a cucumber. That's a fact. I did the math up top. You can run that through.
Pretty good.
We're going to talk a little bit about depression, anxiety tonight. Not a lot. We have a guest, but we're kind of doing a series of depression, anxiety through episode 97. Then we're going to go nuts on 98, 99, and 100. 100 is going to be completely out of control. The last time we celebrated a real show at episode 30, and Mike pulled down his pants and showed us a tattoo on his ass. So like. Yeah, we got a little. If you guys want to see ridiculousness, go watch episode 30. I don't know. I mean, So yeah, so that's daily reflections. It's important. I read this every day. We do, and it just gets out of our head for a minute, and then gives us something to strive for. So there's my whole team. Dead air. It's always good when we have dead air. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Jim's in the igloo.
Yes.
Oh, it was funny.
Because he's still there.
Jim, when I went full screen with you, your where you were holding the paper just cut out. It was just your head floating.
Yeah. It was cool.
It was cool. I'll give you that.
I've always got paper in my hand now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're the paper man.
I'm gonna buy you a printer. Yeah. So, well, I just said you slip before the fall. You have to keep your shit in check before you fall, because you won't even realize it. You start doing this little thing, that little thing, and I always say, I can't say it right, but I always say it changes your trajectory. You know what I mean? So you can either slip and fall, or you can end up successful with multiple years under your belt. So here we go. We have a friend coming on, and it is Phyllis Glaiber, and we are going to bring her on right now. I got to find a little song to intro her with. I like this one. Phyllis Glaiber.
Yay. Just like the Jeffersons.
I can't get the screensaver to go out. I guess. Look at this. I cannot get the screensaver off.
Uh-oh. Try.
All right, we're just gonna stop.
Technical difficulty galore.
Restart your computer, Tim.
I got it. Oh my God, I am so stupid. Hi, Phyllis Glaiber. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
Nice to see y'all.
So what we usually do is just introduce ourselves for a couple of minutes and talk to you, and then you'll have the floor for like 20 minutes or so. You'll probably go from like, I don't know, 25 to 45. So 25 minutes to 45 minutes. And then after we'll do clean time and we'll ask you some questions and then we'll close it out. But you're on the show with us for the rest of the episode. And yeah, you're with the team. So this is Jim. This is Kaisa.
Hi.
Will.
Phyllis.
Hello.
Phyllis,
Glad
where?
you're here.
Yeah, where do you hail from?
Where I am living right now in Hartselle, Alabama.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
I know. I did not want to come to Alabama. Trust
Nope.
me, I did not want to come here. But
Who would? Well,
I'm
we're
here.
happy to have you. I
You
know
in
you have
LA?
I'm
what?
sorry.
I said, are you in LA? Lower
I
Louisiana.
Alabama.
I'm originally from San Francisco. That's where I was
Okay.
born.
There
And
you
my
go.
mom is in Santa Clara. She's in the same house that I grew up in. So that house is, I don't know, gosh, about 68 years old, something like that. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Wow.
Just real quick, do I have a receding hairline? Is that receding, you think?
Yep.
Fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
I think
That's just your cut, G.
God damn it. All
Well,
right, whatever.
Use some of
mine's
that
going
stuff.
gray. So,
I got the grays too. I named
yeah.
them after my kids. So what we do is if we want to talk, we just cut each other off, and that we're practicing that this show a little bit because I
Okay.
talk way too much, and I'm giving my team freedom to just cut me the fuck off. So you're welcome to do that too.
Okay.
But I'd like to
but
give
we
you the
will not
floor.
cut you off,
No,
though,
no, not at all.
You
Phyllis.
won't cut
Yeah.
me out. Okay.
No,
No,
we
Okay.
will not
you're
cut you off.
You can, though. You feel filthy.
you are fine.
Yeah.
Just real quick, I didn't know I had this, but I have Jim and Kaisa multiple year chips. I have them. They're right here.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Thank you.
No.
See how much I love my team? And I have
Oh.
Lauren and I have Will. So anybody wants a chip, I'll just steal it from my AA meeting, which I've been doing. Shouldn't be.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
So
great.
Phyllis,
Steal me a whole chip.
we love to give you the floor. Just tell us your story. Tell us what's up. We're just
Okay.
interested in you as a person, mother, and former addict. So
Okay.
take it away.
I'm gonna try to just, I don't want to go really deeply into it.
Sure.
It's mostly about how I'm surviving with the loss of my son. Next month's going to be a year that I lost Trey. And it's been a hell of a roller coaster ride. I can say that it's been hell on earth for me. Losing a child is just, I don't know how to explain it. But I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I lost my father when I was 10. I lost him to leukemia. I never knew that he was an alcoholic, but apparently he was. And I knew that he was gone a lot, but I thought he was in the hospital. I never knew that, he had an alcohol problem. I didn't know about that until later on in life. But that when I lost him at 10, that it was just like I was daddy's girl, and it really rocked my world. But then my brother Pat decided that he was going to take care of me and introduced me to marijuana and Budweiser at 12,
Yeah.
and thanks, Pat. And I took off to the races. Alcohol made me feel like the ugly duckling that turned into a swan. I was always called Phyllis Diller and Four Eyes. And to me, I'm like, my God, that lady's ugly. So, I took down this big inferiority complex growing up. So when I drank beer and did alcohol and stuff, it just turned me into a different person.
Yep.
And, my life took off from there. I was sexually molested by the babysitters that my mom brought over. And I didn't even think she knew. I didn't even tell that horrible story until I was in my 30s. But my mom, and I blamed my mom. I thought, why would she let this happen? And she told me she didn't, that she Susan was the only one babysitting. But see, it was just all this trauma in my life, losing my dad and then being molested. And then, I decided I was going to go the other way and just become, promiscuous. And I became promiscuous, and I came home and told my mom I knew what I was going to do in life. I was going to be a biker's bitch, biker's bitch. And I advertised for it. Trust me. I said I wore the T-shirts, that said "single and free." Nothing like advertising, And I just became that person. I was in and out of. I don't know if you guys know about juvenile hall, but juvenile hall in California is a kids' jail. And I was in and out of juvenile hall. I went to the Bill Wilson home for runaways. That was at the girls' ranch. I thought it was a really cool thing to take my mom's checkbook and credit card and take off cross country, and we got caught in a place called Demi, New Mexico. And I knew when that agricultural department truck was behind us, we were done. And they said, "That's agriculture." I said, "No, you don't understand. You can ride your bike through Deming, New Mexico. And sure enough, it was them in disguise, and we all got busted. But none of the guys I was with got in trouble. Only I did. I got sent to the girls' ranch, and and the whole 9 yards. And how I came to the South the first time is when I was 18, and I chased a boy, and I did not end up marrying him. I ended up marrying his best friend. Isn't that how it works in the South, though? But normally,
Yep.
but it wasn't a brother or sister. It was the best friend, and
Good choice.
That's hysterical.
but I got two beautiful children out of that. He did join the Navy, and of course the marriage didn't work, and I just couldn't handle I didn't want to be a young mother. I didn't want to raise kids that were 2 and barely born, and something snapped in me, and my addiction took over, and my mother-in-law came and got the kids when they're like, I think about 18 months and 2 years, something around that, because it's all foggy, because there's just a lot of bad things I did. When I was drinking and drugging, I jumped out a 2-story window, and I always thought that was the problem, because I landed on my head, and I don't know how I survived that, but I survived it. Just a lot of stuff. And what I'm trying to get to is I didn't raise my son until he was like 14. And then Trey turned out to be just like his mother. He was, constantly telling me that he missed the bus. Now he would jump in the ditch and wave the bus on by. I know what he was doing. And we pulled up to a gas station one time, and I went out and talked to the police officer there, and the cop took him directly down, and he got arrested for truancy. And I said, Trey, at 14, you can't smoke pot either. You're going to get caught. But see, even though I was doing it, I know I was an addict, but I didn't want my son to become what I had become. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And but Trey became that person, and he just would not conform, and he had periods of sobriety. But the thing that I'm trying to get to is, I've got to take a deep breath. I'm sorry.
Take your time, honey.
Okay.
Trey was, he was my best friend. He was my, confidant. He was, everything to me. He was my ride or die. He would be the type of guy that come on, like, Trey, come on, your mom's done something real bad. Trey would be like, well, whose car are we going to take?
Yep.
That's just how my son and I were, and I know that my story isn't good sometimes, that, I did use with my son, but I didn't attempt my first sobriety until he was 18. And then him and I just, were back and forth, back and forth. I was in and out of jail. He was in and out of jail. I was in and out of, I went to prison. He went to prison. And then something inside of me just snapped. 14 years ago, when I got out of prison in April. I didn't really stop my crap until November, but something snapped, and I just could not live that way anymore. I just couldn't do it. And Trey lost his partying buddy and lost his all that, but he was so interested in, like, how did my mom do it? Here she was addicted for 40 something years. How did all of a sudden she just went the other way?
Right.
It's only but God. Because I couldn't, I've been going to Alcoholics Anonymous since I was 12. AA is my life, but I had to find what they talk about, a higher power.
Right.
And, I went to Catholic, and I'm not saying anything bad about Catholics, because I was a Catholic myself, my goodness. But I broke every single rule the Catholic's not supposed to do. The divorce, the abortion, premarital sex, not our and father, all that stuff. So it was really hard for me to get back in and get sober, because in my mind, I had that Catholic higher power.
Right.
But when I found a God of my own understanding, everything's been going good. And I'm not saying I am not the best thing. There's times where I will lose my mind with my son. I had a bad meltdown the other day, but I think that's expected.
Yep.
But what I can tell you, if anybody needs to reach out to me, and if they want to pick up and use, there ain't enough drugs, there ain't enough alcohol in the entire world that's going to bring your baby back.
Yeah.
If I thought for 1 minute that it would have, I would have been out there doing whatever else everybody else was doing. I know where to go down to ATL, which is downtown Atlanta, where I was in Georgia. I know the all nasty motels. I know it all.
Don't tell me the spots in Georgia. I can't know that. Cannot know about that.
I know them all. Know them all.
That's Jimmy.
But go ahead, honey.
You know, and I tell people because my story is just real and raw. You know, my daughter explained it, and I do have a daughter, and I love her very, very dearly. And her and I are closer more than ever. You know, she's always gonna be my baby girl. But she goes, Mom, growing up, I've never seen two people that go so hard at each other, but loved each other even harder.
Sure.
And that was Trey and I. You know, that's Trey and I. People ask me how I'm doing it. Just, I got to do it like I do my drugs or drinking. One day at a time is all I can do. One day at a time. You know, and the thing is, I think God was preparing me. I just knew it was going to come. I just didn't know when, and I didn't know where he was going to be. And, you know, I set up healthy boundaries, and I didn't talk to him for like 2 weeks. And he goes, we communicated through email, and I told him I liked that better, you know, because I didn't have to see him on FaceTime. I didn't see how tore up he was or how intoxicated he was or any of that. And I set up healthy boundaries, and I hadn't talked to him. And I went to a recovery weekend, and it was awesome. And I came back, and I was door dashing, and I got that phone call from a police officer saying, "Are you Phyllis Glaiber?" "Yes." "Do you have a son, Arnold Lamb?" And the first thing I said, "What jail is he in?" Because that's the first thing I would thought, or what hospital. But they said he had overdosed on cocaine and fentanyl. But you know, as his mom, I don't believe for 1 minute it was suicide. Addicts don't. I don't know about me. I've been doing this crap since I was 12, and I don't believe for 1 minute that addicts are suicidal or take their lives. They want to get high, and they want to get so high they can't feel the pain or the emotions or anything, and they feel the higher they get that's going to go away. But unfortunately, it makes it worse because they wake up and the problem's still there. You know, and Trey knew that I'll put your little ass in jail. I'd rather have him in prison knowing that he's alive than to deal with this every day.
Yeah.
You know, but I have his kids. He's got a daughter that's 19, and she just got accepted into the University of North Georgia.
Oh, wow.
So she's doing fantastic, you know, and I got his middle daughter, Braylon, is playing all kinds of sports. And then he's got his little firecracker redheaded boy, Alexander. Oh, he is a mini Trey. Absolutely mini Trey, you know. But it just feels good to talk about it, you know, because I just hope some people will reach out. I've had a few people reach out to me, you know, and just said they heard my story, and you know, I'm such an inspiration, but it's not me. You know, it's a higher power that's doing this. You know,
we'll get. I'm sorry to interrupt. But we're gonna get a ton of emails about you, so be prepared.
Okay, and you know, and then this is one thing that cracks me up. Okay, when I first came to Alabama, I thought I just want to go into the jails and I just want to talk to the girls. You know, I felt that there was something I can reach them with so that they don't ever have to be back in there again. Well, COVID hit, so I couldn't go into the jail. They said, "Oh, we'll just have you teaching classes." I said, "Oh, hell no, you will not. I am just a professional alcoholic and a drug addict. Okay, I don't know how to teach classes or any of that stuff." Well, they got me to do it, and I'm a certified court advocate for Coleman County. I go into the jails and I teach anger management. I need that shit every day. Parenting. I'm a grandmother. Okay. I don't know nothing about these. Put them in a timeout, child. Hell no. Get a belt, whip their ass, and you know they'll be okay. Yeah.
Agreed.
You know, put timeout chair. You know. And then another one was boundaries, and I have none. But I put that aside for a while because now I'm going into the prisons. I go to the prison once a month. And, people ask me, how do you get so excited about going into the prison? But it's because that's my vibe. I've been to prison and my addiction took me there, and those girls, some of those girls in there have got a lot of time. I said, you can't look at it that way. You're going to drive yourself nuts. You got today. And then tomorrow will come. And then you got that day over with. And you're one more day closer to freedom, because they will eventually get out.
Are there a lot of drugs in prison?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And they said there's just no way getting around it. It's everywhere. It's even in the faith and character dorm where you think that there would be nothing there. And no, they said it's everywhere, everywhere. And it's a rough place. And this is why I keep telling these girls that are in sober living that I sponsor, a lot of them, you guys do not want to go to Tutwiler. I'm telling you from firsthand, you do not want to go there. It's rough.
Yeah.
All the women, there's like 7, I think there's 7 women on death row. And there's like 7 women waiting to come to death row.
Now this is Arkansas or Nebraska?
Alabama.
Oh, I am sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They will
Alabama.
try you there.
I'm an idiot. I am an idiot.
Alabama.
All right. Continue.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Same thing,
So, I mean, it's just like, wow,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
It's crazy. So how do you cope? What we cope as addicts with drugs and alcohol. What are your the things you do to replace that?
Service work. I get out of myself, and that's honestly, that's how I do it. I sponsor a lot of women. I am going to the Sisters United, which is about 10 minutes from here, and it's a halfway house for women. I do that. I go to meetings, and actually I dash too. I DoorDash. Now the whole world knows. I don't care, but it keeps my mind on with stuff. I turn on my music, and and I have conversations with Trey, and I'm sure people are thinking that I'm just out of my mind, but I don't care. I have to. I just got out of a little bit of a tizzy. I had a couple of bad days, and I just could not. I just couldn't get it together. I just could not stop crying. And it was like, I just wanted him to call me. I just wanted him to come home. And I know that's not going to happen. So when I get into that, I just do other things to distract my mind. There hasn't, when he first died, when I heard it was passing almost a year ago, that was on my mind a lot. It wasn't not using. I wanted to know how I can use so much that I would not forget about it, and I would go out like him, that it would just take me out. Because I know that's what happened with him. Cocaine and fentanyl overdose. I didn't know Trey to ever use fentanyl, but didn't mean that he didn't.
It's crazy.
I don't believe that they do that.
Yeah, I would use fentanyl, and I'd use cocaine. I thought that was responsible because that would offset the fentanyl. It didn't, but I'm just saying that was the mentality.
But fentanyl, I don't even. What is this crap? Is it like a strong heroin? I heard it's bad. I've never even known about this stuff when I was doing it.
Fentanyl is a synthetic narcotic. It's 100 times more potent than morphine, and it's everywhere. You cannot find heroin anymore. Everything is fentanyl.
But what would be the cocaine and what would be the cocaine and fentanyl though? Do you think it was because? I'm just stupid when it comes to this crap. Do you think that it was
everything?
Do you think it was mixed? I think that it was laced with the fentanyl.
Oh, they make it more addictive that way. The fentanyl, they put it in everything so you get more addicted to it, and you don't even realize you're doing it.
Yeah, I think that's what happened, because not only that, the cops told me there was a lot more dope left in him. I'm like, well, y'all a bunch of idiots, because he would have drank that shit. If he was out to kill himself, he would have left nothing in that room. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And there was still a significant amount of white substance. I think because I've known my Trey, he had a big bruise right here. So I think he did a pretty good hit. He smacked his head on the sink area and fell back and had a seizure.
Well,
That's what I feel.
That's the cocaine, because
yeah,
injecting cocaine and snorting cocaine are two different things.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Was he injecting it or was he snorting it?
I don't. They wouldn't tell me. They just
Doesn't
have a
doesn't.
feeling he was injecting it because he's done that with meth before.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, if you try it with cocaine, I got to tell you, don't do it, anybody, because
Yep.
I loved it. It was ridiculous.
So did I.
It will kill you.
Yep.
So yeah. So fentanyl's dangerous. Fentanyl comes from China, and they get it in over the borders. It's easy to get. Think about this. Like Percocet is in milligrams, right?
Right.
We deal with milligrams. Fentanyl is micrograms. Picture Jorge in some abandoned house filling up these bags, and whoops, I put a little too much in there. Oh well. So like it's so dangerous, the fentanyl. And like I said, I legitimately thought I was being responsible by doing cocaine with the fentanyl, because cocaine's an upper, and I thought it would make me not overdose, and I was wrong. So carry on. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you're an inspiration.
Yeah, definitely.
How long have you been clean?
November 22nd will be 14 years.
Oh my gosh!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
I'll fix this.
You know, it would be really it's not that I haven't thought about it, because I have, but it would be a disgrace to his memory, because I promised him, that I would keep care of his kids. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know a lot of people out there, they identify with you. I know I do. I mean, did you, at some point in your life, did you have thoughts of suicide ever?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
There's a long time for me too. And all my friends here, we've all thought about it, or we've all gotten close to death without suicide.
You know what I did? This is going to crack you guys up. Okay. So I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to kill myself this time, because I knew I was going back to jail because I screwed up in drug court. So I was on that Pegasus interferon treatment because I had Hep C, and I had those pills, right? Well, I thought those pills, so I took enough of them, and all the doctor said, well, honey, you took enough of those antiviral pills not to have a common cold for about a year.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
No, that's not the way you're supposed to be telling me my heart's going to stop and all that crap, and I won't be going to prison. That you were going to tell me, that's what's supposed to happen.
Exactly. I also
antiviral pills.
I also have Hep C, and I'm treating it with this medication. Yep. And the medication is $14,000.
It is what's the name of it? Yeah, Harvoni. Harvoni. I got approved for that and keep taking it because I am totally clear. No longer in my system.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, it's expensive, but does it make you sick? It made me sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's like chemo and a pill.
In the beginning, it did. I was throwing up and miserable, but I don't know how different I'm going to feel when the Hep C is gone. Like I didn't know. I have no idea what Hep C is, and my doctor told me I had it.
Liver. It's from drug use, and it affects your liver.
IVs.
Yeah.
What does it do to make you? Somebody told me there's depression involved with it, like it messes with their brain or whatever. I don't know.
What, the medication?
Yeah, no, the Hep C.
It can. It depends on how high your viral load is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not educated. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm taking. I know what it does, but I don't know. Like, I had a roommate once said she had it, and she hit Hep C depression. She called it that, and she knew it was from Hep C. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm glad I have you because I got questions and I need help. So so you offer your help to anybody. You offer email address, whatever it is. That's beautiful. We got a few hundred people watching, and if you need her, she's here. Go through me, so so I can vet you, and then she'll answer your question.
Good idea.
And I didn't realize she was so open like that, and that's awesome. And we have friends.
I am an
Phyllis.
open book.
Yeah, us too, right? We have friends of the show. Anybody that comes on, we just seem to keep them.
Yeah.
Like Tyson and Jim, they were like, "Hey, we like your show." I'm like, "Cool, you want to co-host?" So like, we just take anybody and bring them in. So we're happy to have you in our
I'm
family.
glad you're having Manny. Now, Manny Vitale was my very first podcast, so it was very raw for me, very new. But it's like we've known each other for years, And then I did my second one. Do y'all know Felicia Campbell?
I know, I've heard of it. I don't know what that is.
It's with Pine Case Mental Health, and she's in Canada.
I do know her. She's in like Alberta somewhere.
Yes, Alberta, Canada. And her and I talked for an hour and a half until we realized how long we were talking. Well,
that's how this show goes.
Yeah.
Every show we look up and it's 45 minutes. We're like, damn it, it's over.
And all I do is I just go around and I see podcasts that I like and podcasts that I know that are with addiction recovery, and God's put it on my heart. No, I want you to do podcasts because podcasts reach thousands of people. So that's what I'm trying to do. And if I can just have one person reach out to me, then I know I've done my job.
Yeah. I mean, we don't
because they don't have to use or pick up. I know this is terrible. It's horrible. It's like an open wound that keeps getting lemon juice and salt poured on it, but it's getting bearable. I don't know how to explain it.
That's a great way to explain it. Yeah. I mean, we don't like to count numbers, but we do get about 8,000 a month. We're happy about that, and help people. So stay in our orbit, and
I will definitely will. Thank you guys for having me. Gosh,
Phyllis.
I can't. You who goes to AA? I can't tell my story. My story sucks. It sucks, but I get on podcast, and I can do it all day long.
Right? Yeah, you were so on point, and then like I'll go to an AA meeting, I'm stuttering, I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
So that's great, Phyllis. Thank you so much for coming on. We're gonna have you on again without a doubt because you were you're a beautiful soul. You have a very, very unique story. Not many people experience what you experienced. So I can't say I have sympathy. I can't say I have empathy for you, but I do. I have sympathy for you without a doubt. Cannot imagine what that's like. So,
I've got his kid, and that's what's helping me.
Well, that's nice. I mean, that's cute. How old's the kid again?
Braylon is 11, and Lacey's 19, and then Alex is 5. So he's got 3. He's got 2 girls and a boy.
Well, that's cool. I mean, it keeps you connected to him.
Then a niece and nephews, and so he was a family man. So.
That's nice. So, all right. Well, we really enjoyed having you. I mean, really,
thank you so much.
You were awesome. So, we'll see you. I'll get in touch with you, and we'll schedule it. Do again coming up.
Okay.
So
great.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Phyllis.
So
Thank you so much.
See you later. Thank you.
Okay. Well, he was fucking awesome.
Yeah. What a story. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine.
I was crying, and thank God I was off screen because I was in tears. That's something else that she used with her kid. Like she told me off the air that she feels guilty about that. She harbors guilt, and she shouldn't. She's a good person. Everything happens to people we don't understand. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna shut up because I'm sick of hearing myself already. You guys,
I wanted to say that the fact that she goes into prisons and helps people, that's amazing because I know some women here that do the same thing, and they love it, and they do this other thing called Bridge the Gap. So someone's getting out of jail, whatever, prison, and they bridge the gap. They take them to like either a sober living or a rehab or someplace, they transition them into the place. And I mean, people need that kind of help, and I think it takes, I wanted to go into the jails. Well, Jim does it.
I know. I have so much respect for Jim for doing that. He can miss
Yeah, I
any
mean
ep- he can miss-
that's amazing.
I love it.
and those
I-
people need it. Those people
They
need it
do.
worse because they don't have a choice. We have a choice. We can go to a meeting.
Yeah.
We can do stuff. They have no option. It's jail. Jail sucks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they're in there.
They love it.
So yeah, I loved Phyllis. She was great. I mean, yeah, isn't it fun that everybody we meet we keep like they're ours now? Like,
Mine.
I don't get it. Me. All right, let's do clean time. And have
Clean
a little fun. Clean time.
Clean time.
Jim, relax. Well, it's that time. It is clean
I
time.
don't think so.
What is clean time, you
Oh,
ask?
boy.
Well, glad you asked because I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Clean time is the amount of days or years that you've been clean and sober. We're a family here on T-Dubs, so let's get into our clean time segment. Kaisa.
Anthony Seals, 33 days. Go, Anthony.
Oh, boy.
Good job.
Alrighty then. Michelle D, 38 days. Alex M, 39 days.
Hey, boy.
Come on, Jim.
Good job.
Mitch Cullum, 58 days. There you go.
Get loud, Jimmy.
Paper, 50 or 65
Good
days.
job. Ella.
Matthew D, 66 days.
Mario Lemieux.
LaRonda Shirley, don't call me Shirley. 82
I like her.
days.
I like her.
Corbin T. Johnson, 89 days.
One more, CB.
James T. Kirk, 90 days. Mark B, 98 days.
Good job, buddy.
Misty Hayes, 103 days. Go ahead, Misty.
Good job.
All right, Deborah H, 112 days.
Nice.
Daisy McLean, 123 days.
Heaven.
Jeanette Ara, 123 days. Sorry,
Butter
Jeanette.
my biscuit.
James Cobb, 137 days.
Attaboy, Jamie.
Dustin Wells, 143 days.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tara Dixon, 157 days.
Holy guacamole.
Timothy F, 159 days. Jason D, 179 days. Bridget Chiatis.
Yeah,
TJ, 186 days. Go Jay.
186.
Haley McDermott, 193 days.
There you go, Haley.
Skylar S, 196 days.
Hey.
David McDowell, 200 days. Valencia K, 200 days.
Attaboy, DJ.
Vanessa M, 225 days.
Go. Ridiculous.
Destiny J, 235 days.
Oh my
Ridiculous.
goodness.
Daniel J, 294 days. 49
I love
days.
you.
Disney. Michaela Booker, 259 days.
Kayla.
David D, 274 days.
I'm scared
AJ
for Ricky
Hamilton,
Dicker.
274 days.
Oh my goodness.
Tony J, 306 days.
Puzzle call.
Jen Magner, 322 days. Good day. Jared Black, 325
Holy
days.
mackerel.
Holy
Lauren. We're gonna fix that.
Mandy Z, 375 days. Jenny Michelle, 378 days.
It's coming.
Deshaun Booker, 393 days.
Here it comes.
Desiree Murphy, Hong Kong, 413 days. 429 days. Katie M, 450 days. Red Clipper, 485 days. Ronnie, our baby, friend of the show.
Hey! Boy.
Bobby J, 511 days. Willie. 630 days.
Yeah.
Amelia Parker, 3 years.
Good job.
April Pritchard, 3 years. April.
Blah, blah, blah.
Jeffrey S, 3 years. Go Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Tyler Brandon, friend of the show, 4 years.
We love him.
Stella Montez, 4 years. You go, Stella girl.
Go on now.
Maddie.
And he says, I spiked that big ball.
Oh, who's that? Tyson Reed, 5 years. Our girl Tina C. Hey, yeah, you guys are that. Oh, there's our blue-eyed Mick D'Angelo, 8 years. And we have Bill Kate with 13 years.
And we have Phyllis for, what was it, 14 years?
14
Phyllis has
years.
got 14 years.
We got to get her on here.
We do.
Okay, bringing up the rear with 246
Oh, yes, we do.
years.
What a mom.
We got Ricky DeMarco, 24 days, newcomers.
Way to go, dude.
All right.
Way to go, Free Timers. Great job. You want to email me? Get on the little sleepy rubby dub time? Email me, Jim at trash-podcast.com.
Attaboy.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Carrier Pigeon. I don't care. Just email me today. Get on rubbish dummy. Don't clean behind them ears, kids.
Good job,
Real
Jim.
clean time.
That was a great job. Nailed it. Nailed that shit.
Yeah, you did.
Alrighty, so here we are. We're just
Hi, how you doing?
we have 5 minutes left. This is so strange to have this extra time.
Oh,
I don't know. What do we do? Let's see what
Those
I got
emails.
here. There's that. The emails,
the
correct.
emails.
All right, so we got a flood of emails after Lauren's show. Everybody loves Lauren, as do I. So we got a whole bunch of emails that came through.
She's America.
She had America. Oh my God, America.
We love her.
We do. Hold on, where's
We
the
love her.
I can never find the miracle.
Do it, Jim.
The America is you.
He's not. I got it.
America. Oh, this is welcome to the America.
America.
It's one of my favorite things in the world. You know what else is one of my favorite things in the world?
Tell us.
Me.
You are, yes, but
Oh, just for the jizzle.
I love pickles.
Pickles.
I do. I love pickles. I don't really like cucumbers. A little salt and pepper, maybe. But get me some bread and butter pickles. I'll eat the whole jar and drink it. So there you have it. I love pickles. Let's read some emails.
Come on, somebody.
Come on, that pickle boy.
We got some good
boy.
stuff we want to read.
It's
So let's
America.
get in.
Oh, this is welcome to the America.
Pickles and miracles.
Let's find a appropriate song to go under this. How about this?
Your
No.
face.
Nope.
Nope.
No, that's
Family,
like
okay.
Price is Right, isn't it?
It was a Family Feud theme.
Oh, well, I knew it was one of those things.
All right,
Oh,
here
there
we go. Who's
Jimmy.
reading first? Jimmy,
Jimmy.
go ahead, buddy.
All right. So we want to read an email that we received. Okay, this one is from April. La, 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 la,
La, la, la, la, la, la, la, la.
I know we take the mick out of you, but we
La-
love it. That's why we do it. So April wrote, "Hey guys, I emailed before, but I just had to drop in. I'm the same April. You guys do on Clean Time. Tim, you're doing an effing beep beep beep.
Fucking
Great job
A,
on the
right.
show.
Hell yeah, I am.
It's better every week. Themes, laughing, serious. You're on point. The other thing you bring on is amazing co-hosts. Jim's the best. Oh my God, love Will too, and Kaisa. What can I say?
Bringing up the rear. That's not normal.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
she's no bullshit. And
No
you
kidding.
bring on someone like Lauren E. and other guests. They are just so inspirational. Lauren especially. April, I have 200 days. Awesome. I can't shake everything about her testimony she shared. Very similar to mine. You guys have helped me so much. There's nothing else like you guys out there. Thanks, team. And very special thanks to Lauren. And that comes
Fucking
from
A right.
April.
Yeah, that's right.
We
Thanks,
love you.
April. Thank
Fucking
you.
A
Thank you.
right.
Oh, this is welcome to the America.
Oh,
So there you have it.
I should have found something else.
Great.
To say.
No, I love it. Oh my God. It was one of
You
my
got
favorite
trademarked
things in the
it.
world. Yeah, you
There you
do. All right. So who's got the next email? Kaisha?
Oh, dear God. Okay, let me see if I can see it.
Lord. Pan to Kaisa.
Anytime,
Hi, Jim.
man.
Hi,
Anytime
Jim.
we'll do this.
Hi, Jim.
I didn't bring that one out, so sorry. I just printed out my one.
Oh my God. Do you want me to
Oh,
read
no.
it to you or
Yeah.
send it to you?
Well, I mean, how?
I can send it to you.
It's in the message.
Yeah, it's in the message. I have it up though. I'm ready. All
Mike?
right. Hold on. Give me 1 second. It's not a big deal.
Mark, is that go?
I have it right here. This is from. Oh, Jim just read that. Oh no, this is it. I found it. And you can copy the text. So I'm going to copy the text and send it to you.
Yep.
And then you can read it. Kaisa, how are you on the? You seem good on the private chat on here. How about I do that?
Okay, okay. Don't you know that this girl's old and shit? Okay.
I know.
I don't know.
I hear it
Oh,
vibrating.
okay. Hang on.
Too small?
Oh no, I can see. Okay.
That's a
I
window.
don't know who this is. Okay.
I don't know.
I've been watching your show for a while. First time reaching out. I've been a fan. But I've been drunk or high watching the show, like wanting what you all have. Oh gosh, I saw Lauren on 93 and went back and found her first show and watched them back to back. And that girl spoke right to me. I want what Lauren had, and I identified with her so much. If she can do it, I can do it. So I'm sending this message to your website from the detox. I checked in on Thursday. Please tell Lauren that she was the.
Give me a second, Lauren. She was the. What the hell? I got it. I'm so good at this. Please tell Lauren that the reason I finally decided to get help. You need to read this because this is really important. This is impressive. Mm-hmm. There it is.
Okay, so hold on now. Let me go. Okay, please tell Lauren that she was the reason I finally decided to get help.
Oh,
It's only been a day. They have me on meds to detox, which is what they should do. I'm glad.
Okay.
But I already feel cleaner and hopeful, and she's the reason. I really love the show. Oh, I really love your show. We've played it in the common room, and it's just amazing thing you guys do.
Yes.
I'd like to donate. Let me know how to do that. Kaisa, that'd be me. Jim, Will, Tim, or other way around. I identify with you guys and consider you distant family. I'm in Winona, New Mexico. I'm here for 30 days, and I'm hopeful to start my life again.
That's Minnesota. Keep going.
Is it Minnesota?
Yeah.
I'll Google it. I can
Look at that. I'm dyslexic. That's okay. Hey, Kaisa, how you doing?
Hi, Mom Dinder.
Hi, Dinder.
My life again. I'm 39, and Lauren just gave me the final push over the finish line. I'm going to keep you guys updated as we get internet time at night. That's a good rehab. You have my permission to share this on the show, which we're doing. If not, I totally understand. I just had to reach out. Keep doing what you're doing. It's helping people. DM. I don't know the name on who that is. Let me see.
I don't know why I didn't scroll up and read that. Sorry about that. My bad.
No. I was pasting them as you were going. It's not your fault.
He's texting and eating rice cakes.
Yeah, I have been.
It's a rice cake's fault. Dirty, filthy rice cakes.
Whoever DCM 2100 at, I won't say their mail service. DCM David something. All right. Anyway.
Okay. Well, yeah.
All right. So
keep it anonymous.
This is our favorite. This is our favorite one that we got.
So prepared.
It is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some ridiculous music.
Benny Hill, perhaps?
Yes, but I can't find anything. I put too much on here. That's the problem. I know I had Benny Hill. There it is. Jesus Christmas.
Exit stage right. Ow.
Sorry, people listening on Spotify. Okay. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, here's the email to Lauren from some idiot. No, you're not an idiot. You're me anyway. So let me see. I did the same shit 4 years ago. All right, I'm actually gonna screen share this. It's so ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Share screen. Let's see here. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do anything. Oh, I got it. Yep, I got it.
Come on, Will, get into it.
Yeah, right. That's why I went. I thought we were all dancing. For fuck's sake, who gives a shit?
So, meds kicked in. What can I say?
Yeah, what's up? When did the show start?
Lauren was awesome. Yes, she was. She's hot as fuck too. Can I get her number? Joking, of course. Kinda. Yeah. Just tell her she's got a fan in me. I'm attracted to her, so I listen when she talks, and she's the whole package. You're right there. Let me know. I'd like to marry her. I'm already going to do that, so I'm not going to say it. I'd like to treat her like a princess, foot rubs, back rubs. I'll cook for her, clean her house, whatever it takes. All right, Lauren, you might want this guy. I think I'm in love. No, seriously, y'all do a great job with this show, and it's a show. Sure, it's a podcast, but the video aspect is unreal. I tell everyone to watch it. All right, thanks again. And this guy is out of his mind. And what I do to get on clean time. Okay, whatever. You email Jim at trash-podcast.com. I just celebrated we'll put you in the igloo. I just celebrated a year on Tuesday. Thanks for a lifelong fan, Mike Makovic. I think he likes Lauren.
First clue.
What the hell kind of email is that? I'm looking at it. It's crazy. It's normal. Talking crazy. Talking normal. Talking crazy. Talking normal. Like, this guy bipolar or what? Like, holy shit. All right. I'm just going to eat rice cakes. You guys talk for a little bit.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So, how you doing? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
yeah.
I was saying before we started.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I did this Charlie and Joe. If anybody.
Oh yeah.
There's these guys are really old timers in the program. They actually knew Bill and Dr. Bob, and they have these series of tapes. And I was partaking in this one yesterday, and it was about step 4. And before they started, they're very very colloquial, and they're saying, you're an alcoholic when, and I totally this hit me like, you're an alcoholic when you wake up and you have a sunburnt tongue, and I'm like, I've done that.
It's
ran a tomato and my tongue was burnt.
That's
how.
That's Chet
Foxworthy. I passed out.
With your tongue hanging out your mouth?
Your mouth is designed to close. It's not going to...
Not when you're pissed. Not when you're drinking that much vodka, man.
I guess not. It's like Jeff Foxworthy, right? You might be a redneck if
you...
Who came first? Yeah. Who came first?
The chicken or the egg?
Oh, my God. Jeff Foxworthy or the guy you're talking about?
Oh, my God.
Joe and Charlie? Joe and Charlie.
That's what I'm at. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry I asked that question. All right, so...
Well, I'll tell you what. I had Joe and Charlie. I got introduced to Joe and Charlie. My sponsor told me to listen to them. And so, because like right when I got sober, the lockdown came like 3 months later. And all the meetings were closed down, the in-person meetings. And, I was like, what the hell am I going to do? She's like, listen to Joe and Charlie. So I would put Joe and Charlie on in my earphones, and I'd get out and I'd start walking. And I'd just walk up and down my street just to begin with. Mm-hmm. And I would listen to them, and I would just crack up because they're so dry. They're old, but they're dry. Their sense of humor is so dry, but they're amazing. They're very entertaining. I find them. So that's how I got introduced to Joe and Charlie.
Yeah, I've heard them. I heard them in rehab. They're funny. I still can't get past the sunburnt tongue. Like,
well, you're an alcoholic when you get arrested for drunk driving and you're in the back seat.
Yeah, exactly. You're an alcoholic.
Why? Because the keys in the addiction.
Yeah, but seriously, if you pass out,
keys can be in the car.
You will burn it. You will burn it.
Well, I'm sure I did that plenty of times. I just must have been inside when that happened.
Yeah. I wanted to get a tan.
Yeah,
I'll bet you did. I bet you blistered.
Oh, I blistered good. That was like
sunburnt tongue. Ooh, I don't even want to know that. I know
it feels like when you get pizza. Drink.
It could have been worse.
I've gotten sunburnt lips, but not sunburnt tongue. It's ridiculous. My mouth closes when I lay down like a normal person.
Like you're normal.
No, I'm not. But everything
hangs.
my
Trust me.
anatomy is kind of normal. So like, I just Jesus Christ, I don't know. Yeah, I like
Yeah, whatever. You're normal. Okay. Mm-hmm.
yep. Yeah, I'm just not talking anymore. I'm just cleaning my
Oh,
desk.
yeah. Clean your desk. It's dirty.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not that bad.
No, I know it's not. No, I've seen your little studio there. Very clean, very
It's
nice.
cool.
And a picture of your Concord.
Yep. You're you're an alcoholic when you steal somebody's wallet and help them look for it.
I never did that.
That's a tweaker.
I know what it is. It was supposed to be funny, but nobody's laughing. So I guess I'm an asshole. There we go. Yeah,
We're supposed to cut him off, remember?
yeah.
Okay.
Nobody
Yeah,
did
come
that.
on. Yeah,
Nobody did it. I was like an idiot. I should stop talking with her. You guys needed to jump.
You okay? So yeah, you talk while people telling their story.
Yeah.
But he's a moderator. That's your job. Man.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm just.
It was good.
I don't know.
It was.
We'll figure it out. What we're doing as a team, the listeners, is we're working on even airtime. So we all talk the most. Right now, I talk 80, and the rest of them fill the gap. So I'm not good at math. So like we got to bring that down to 50-50. So we're going to work
Or
on
25, 25, 25, 25.
25, yeah.
25.
He's not good with math either.
Let me get my calculator out.
Yeah, hold on.
We'll figure it out.
My abacus.
Abacus. I was just going to say that.
Oh, I thought there was a calculator on this. This is a multi-tool. See, it's got like.
Oh, I
that.
got that too. I have the same thing.
I was like, "What is that? Your vape?"
And it's
Yeah, I
got a
can-
notepad on there too.
Yeah, right. It's got a leveler.
A
See,
ruler.
if you set on the bottle, that's level. Do you guys know that?
Right? Yes, in
If
the
it
middle.
stays-
And it has
Right,
a
if it
fucking-
stays there.
Look at this. This is kind of over the top. It's got a little pen, right? I just took off it. Where do I write? Phil? Phil. I called you Phil. What,
Phil?
on here? Oh, I was this is a Fillmore built to serve, so I called him Phil. All right. This is kind of fun. We're like 20 minutes over, 10 minutes over.
I actually have the same
We
thing.
started late. That's okay.
That was good.
And I use it.
Fans.
Yeah,
I've
you
been-
do.
Listeners,
Hey.
don't cut me off.
Don't cut him off.
Go eat some.
Oh, my God.
It's divine intervention. Divine intervention.
Yeah.
Showing off
Did the
his
tip fall
face.
off?
Well, I don't know. I am so
Full.
happy and I
Full of rice cakes.
Oh, yeah, I've been
Just
eating them for
swelling
an
up
hour.
right now.
I ate
Been
6 of them.
macking off.
I ate a whole fucking sleeve.
And one tried to kill him.
Yeah. God.
Hey, hold on. Okay, no, I heard something really cool the other day. There's two types of people in the world. There's people who talk shit, and there's people who do shit. We're doing shit, and so
Yeah,
the
right,
people
we are.
out there, all the people watching, you're doing shit.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're
not
working on
talking
bettering yourself.
But when I was actively drinking, I was just talking shit. That's all it was. Just
Right.
verbal diarrhea. Blah, 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 blah. I'll sober up tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah. Right?
Just talk, just
Just
to
keep coming back.
What to be hearing your voice?
I can barely watch or listen to the podcast. I hate my voice, and I broke my orbital bone. Whatever.
It's like
So
butter.
what I did, right, for my listeners and fans, I found Jim and I found Kaisa, and these two know it all, and to have them on the show, it's awesome that all four of us are pulling in. Are you done, Jim? We're good. I can talk.
Their nickname is Kia.
Oh dear.
I'm kidding.
Khadija.
No, it's
Nice.
Kia. Know it all.
When I do a bit, go along with it. So yeah, so I brought in Jim. I didn't even know he listened to us. Mike told me some guy from
I was
Canada. I was like, no, yeah. And then I start getting the top fan badges on my. To get badges for people who look here.
Ooh, was I on there?
I
No,
don't
you
know.
weren't.
Stinking
See,
bastard.
no, you weren't.
No, I know you weren't. I don't know. So yeah, so these it'll say like what badges you have, and it's it means they are all over our shit and Jim was doing that, and Mike put me out to it, and I was like, this guy needs to come on, and we've been blessed to have him ever since. He's a very close friend of mine. He's a very close friend to the rest of the show.
Son.
Well, I asked to be your dad, but it's a
You're the son I never had.
Yeah, I am. It's a whole interstate border thing. We can't do it, but clean my room. You want me to clean my room? Sorry, but
Where's your kitty?
I have to lock him out.
Because he'd be walking all over the monitor,
and that's the end. No, he comes up, right? The kitty comes up and just goes, and then he walks away. I told him how to ring the bell.
Like Pavlov's cat.
Yeah, he just likes hitting it, ding, with his little paw.
So he doesn't get a treat. Mm-mm. He doesn't salivate.
No, he does not. I hate that word, salivate and moist.
Drool. He drools. Got some kitty drool.
Kitty drool.
All right, people,
use Narcan, please.
At home,
yes,
get Narcan. Get 2 boxes if possible. It's got a little spray bottle. This is what it looks like. It's 2 to a box. I can tell you it took 4 to save me. So take that advice and get a few boxes of it. And you can't hurt anybody by giving it to them either. And so you just blow them up with Narcan and they'll be fine. So you can give them as much as you want. Give them as much as you want. They're going to be pissed because they were high in their mind, and then you just got rid of.
They're going to wake up swinging.
Yep, they are. YouTube, I'm very impressed with the numbers. I really am. Thanks, YouTubers. Appreciate that.
Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Come back now, you hear?
Yeah, I just want to make sure. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure I got this right.
Hey, Manny said hi, everyone. Love y'all. Be seeing you soon. Yeah, Manny.
Hey, Manny,
All right, so he's part of our guest. Let's take a look at our guest list. I think he's old.
Is he a pickle or is he a cucumber?
I don't know. That's what I need to know. That's what I want to know.
He's a pickle.
It's $1 million question.
Definitely a pickle.
There you go.
All
He's
right,
a pickle.
So Manny, he will be on. Let me get rid of that. Next Sunday, April.
Pickle.
I did it. I stopped talking. You know what I think it is? You know what I think it is? I think I don't stop talking either. Like I have diarrhea of the mouth, and I don't know what I'm doing, and people are listening to me, and
so you're nervous.
And I'm nervous, right? So like,
nervous. Don't get nervous.
Okay.
I know to get nervous.
Yeah, not really. Manny V. April 13th. We love
he
Manny
does.
V.
This dude does a hell of a job. I catch him randomly throughout the day, and times, and he's on there. Whether it's just a 1 minute little clip or something. Yeah, I mean he's out there spreading the message and carrying it and doing all kinds of stuff. So yeah, he's a good dude. I love you, Manny.
Absolutely, he's awesome. Shit. Anyway, you reminded me that PSA. We don't we joke around a lot. We have fun. We laugh. The stuff that we put out is, it's edited and it's mostly jokes. Every once in a while, we'll spring in, something. I don't know, like hard hitting. Shit. Dude, I swear to God, on these computers today, anything electronic, I'm turning off when this podcast is done.
Must be your force field.
I don't know.
It's the soldier vape.
It is. So.
Get a pickle vape. That would be cool. Get a pickle vape.
Oh, that would be disgusting. That's a good idea, though.
No, but you could drink the juice, huh?
Yeah.
Back in the old days, sauerkraut and pickle juice.
Love sauerkraut.
Me too. I love it all. I don't mind being a pickle. What if you do drugs? What were you before and what you were after? I know you can come up with something.
A cucumber. You were an egg, and then you did drugs, and then you became a denaturated egg.
Great job, Kaisa. I couldn't remember.
A fried egg.
You reminded me of the
commercial.
This is your brain on drugs. Fried eggs.
I still have a piece of fucking shit in my
Nancy Reagan was that.
Yeah. So yeah, she ruined everything. So that's when all the then they figured out you could make crack out of it, and everybody smoked pot or crack from 1985 to 2000. So
You gotta work at it like a crack addict up in
yeah,
rehab.
no doubt it.
Mhm.
You got to keep it razzle. What was I gonna say? So yeah, we joke around a lot, but it's not a comedy show. We try to bring levity to a very touchy subject. We try not to be disrespectful in any way. I'll say jokes. I'll joke about what drug I used to do or something bad that I did. That's me honestly opening up and so don't be offended. Hang out and watch the whole show and you'll see we get raw. And that's from nowhere. Nobody emailed me and said that. I'm gonna die. I really am gonna die. These fucking rice cakes.
Yeah.
You just can't stop.
I know. So we're whatever. But we if we offend you in any way, you're welcome to email me and I'll change things up. But check us out. Check the I'm gonna put somebody else on because
He's gonna cough himself.
this is ridiculous.
There's Jim. Hi, Jim. How you doing, Jim?
Hey, well, Igloo's still here. I think it's Willie. Aren't you going to be doing some?
Just
I
for
can-
today, I'm waiting.
Yeah, I know. I'm just having a little fun here.
Tim's on his ramble.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
just gonna
everybody
choke to
done-
death on freaking
yeah.
podcast, live podcast.
I've been advertising that I'm going to die all episodes.
No, you're not. We all do.
No, I'm saying, but choking on the thingy.
Oh,
So
Choking on the internet.
yeah, I'm oh god, what a great thing to happen when you're doing a podcast. All right, so just for today, Will is our guy that reads it,
Just for today.
and we're gonna read it just for today. Let's do it right
You can do it.
now.
Just for today.
there we go.
All right, just for today.
Go,
Just for
Timmy.
today.
Oh, shit.
We'll get there.
But that's not right.
No,
Look
no, no.
This it has this. Oh, okay, it is right. I'm
Slow.
I'm a mess.
Lord.
I
Lord,
am a mess.
Who needs
Jesus.
drugs when we have Tim?
Right. Yeah. People are like, "Are you on drugs?" I'm like, "Believe it or not, I'm clean." This is me clean. Will, go.
Honestly,
Go.
on a practical level, change is a cure because what's appropriate to one phase of recovery may not be for another. When we first came to Narcotics Anonymous, many of us had no legitimate occupation. Not all of us suddenly decided we were going to become honest and productive model citizens in the moment we arrive in NA. But we soon find in recovery that we are not so comfortable doing many of the things we once did without a second thought. Then we were using. As we grow in our recovery, we begin to be honest in matters that probably hadn't bothered us when we used. We start returning extra change a cashier may have given us by mistake or admitting when we hit a parked car. We find that if we can begin to be honest in the small ways, the bigger test of our honesty become much easier to handle. Many of us came here with a very little capacity to be honest, but we find that as we work the 12 steps, our lives begin to change. We are no longer comfortable when we benefit at the expense of others, and we can feel good about our newfound honesty. Just for todizzle, my nizzle, I will examine the level of honesty in my life and see if I'm comfortable with it. Just for today, April 6, 2025.
Thank you,
yeah.
Will.
Thank you, William.
You're welcome.
That's a
Dizzle, my
fantastic
dizzle.
job, my dizzle.
My dizzle.
Off the double nigga dizzle.
Boy. Oh my lord.
Tim, are you alive,
That's good.
honey?
God, did you choke on your?
You're right.
I put my
Yeah.
mute. I put my mute. You hear me now, right?
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Well, you gotta say I hear you now. I put my
Okay,
put my mute button on for the coughing. All right. So what a great reading, right? It's to me it's integrity. You know what do you do when no one's looking? You know what I mean? Do you throw the wrapper on the floor or do you pick it up?
Pick it up.
Right. Well, it's little things. It's
And what you do is you do that, but you don't tell anybody. You just do it.
Yep. That's
do it.
yep.
Little
Right.
things.
Well,
You
then
see
you're
a
not.
shopping. Well, like let's say you see a shopping cart in the middle of a parking lot. Just push it to where it goes.
Yeah.
Called integrity.
It's
Well,
called and then don't tell anybody.
I don't want to.
Right?
Yeah,
I don't
put it on
I don't want to
Facebook.
take work around off poor guys. You're gonna get them fired.
I always turn my
No,
cup
but
over.
I mean, you know, the wind blows those things around.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it
Yes.
could hit somebody's car. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, I
so
know.
you could just
You're right.
push it out of the way. It doesn't take but a second.
Agreed. And I kind of like doing it. I do it from like, I don't know, 10 yards away, and I try and make it in the, like it's a
You
goal.
pushed it and then hit a
Yeah.
car.
One time because one of the wheels were flipping. Yeah.
That's when you turn it over and fix it.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, integrity is. I mean, it defines who you are as a person, and I started to realize as I got older, you know, it's the things you do that are helpful, and you don't get credit for it. And you certainly don't go, "Hey, I'm the guy that picks up all the gum wrappers. Look at me, I'm the gum wrapper guy." That you nullify, you completely nullify picking up the. So all right, so we love everybody. We have a good time. We're having a good time tonight. What's an hour and 25, and I don't give a shit. So Jim, Canada, you're the best. Will, Trailer, you're the best. Kaisa, Texas, you're the best. And I want to go out with
Timmy, Georgia, you're the best.
it's me. I fucking hate Georgia. I hate it so much.
You love it.
Hey, come in Saskatchewan. You'll
Uh,
love
You
it.
well,
haven't
yeah.
been to the lake yet. That's why.
That's true. That is true, I guess. All right, guys. Everybody, thank you for the numbers tonight. I was impressed with that. Thank you very much for watching our four idiot. You know, do our thing. We're not very smart, you know, but we know drugs, and we can help you, and we love you.
Collectively, we're brilliant.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
You're looking at 10 years of sobriety, but when you are brilliant and over top of everything, you can just stop because you're brilliant now. So you just lay back.
No room for growth.
And be brilliant. Well, no, I mean,
Keep
like,
moving. Keep
you
moving.
know,
We're hot.
it's nice. So,
Yeah.
all right. Talking trash.
Boo, boo, boo.
With a mouthful of mush.
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom.
Nom, 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 nom.
Here, we're gonna
Look
do.
at stop it, Tim.
We're gonna do a special here. I do this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Wow.
And
Where's
he's our
the-
leader.
Like me.
He's our freaking leader. Look at him. Look at him
Yeah.
go.
So, no, I am no leader. I just do graphics. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
Kids out there, this is what recovery does for you.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.